Indianized diet to a westernized diet to build a new diversity, some form of chronic stress within your gut. As an Indian diet, we consume more fiber. You will be changing your microbial diversity definitely.
Now, we have a lot of our current Indian population in different parts of the world, right? Sometimes they're going to start to eat more local to what's available over there and eventually becomes more sustainable. So how difficult or how long does it take for the gut microbiome diversity to shift, adapt? And do we end up with certain kind of symptoms that we face when that change happens? And what would you have to say to the Indian population that's moving and settling abroad?
Right, I think that's a great question and a very common one at that also. So firstly, there are studies, of course, it depends on person to person. Everyone's microbiome is completely different. But there are studies which say that it can take anywhere between a few days to a few months or even years. So it honestly depends on what your diet comprises of. In the process of doing that, when you're changing your eating habits from an Indianized diet to a westernized diet, the process is not going to be smooth because your microbial diversity cannot account for that immediately. And for most people, it happens very abruptly, right? So you will see higher inflammation, you will see more bloating, you will see some form of chronic stress within your gut. And of course, if you keep training that, it will change. So it will, within a couple of weeks, start to change in terms of your microbial diversity. But what these studies also tell me that when this change happens drastically, as an Indian diet, we consume more fiber, right? Westernized diet, the amount of fiber going in per meal is way lower. So you're sort of starving some kind of bacteria in your gut. So the diversity of bacteria will go down. And then you're going to start to have to build a new diversity from scratch, right? So it's always advisable that even if you're changing your diet and to make it more sustainable, because you're living in a different country, you want to adapt to that country, there are always options where you can still keep your amount of fiber a constant, amount of protein, fats, oils, carbs, all of that. You can maintain a specific ratio so that the transition becomes simpler for you. So you will be changing your microbial diversity definitely, but to make it easier for you and for your gut, you need to transition correctly. You need to transition in balance and then see what's sustainable for you. There are lots of people who, like, even after years of doing it, since their gene pathways don't change, right? You can have new bacterial growth in your gut to support a new diet, but your gene pathways will remain the same. So you will feel when you're eating a higher fiber diet, you will feel better automatically. Your gut will respond to it like that. But that doesn't mean that you cannot adapt to a newer diet, right? Yeah, you just need to balance it out.
I think that's great because a lot of times we particularly have people moving abroad and then starting to feel a lot of digestive discomfort, and they're always wondering why. Like, the most common thing I get is, people say, I can digest milk in India, but I can't digest milk in the US. I can't digest milk here. So I think this is great information that when you move, you have to transition your food, transition your diet, and not shock your system.